On Masters of Spin this morning, the coronavirus public health campaigns across Asia. Videos aimed at younger people have been uploaded to social media by government departments.
Now, Bangkok's SkyTrain uses its own staff to sing and perform dance moves about staying safe. In the Philippines, a TikTok video warns against touching your face and keeping a safe distance from people, while in Vietnam, a catchy song has just been released.
It's even been backed up with an instructional video on dance moves to promote personal hygiene. Well, our Masters of Spin are here, advertising and marketing experts Adam Ferrier and Matthew Bywater. Adam, what's the verdict here? Are these effective campaigns?
Yeah, look, I think they're tonally completely wrong for this market, obviously, but they are really good because they get people involved, they're easy to remember, and most importantly, they tell people what to actually do. And those things are completely lacking from our government. We haven't been told what to do, at least until Monday when we can start acting. So I reckon it's excellent that they've done these. They're totally wrong for this market, but they're very, very clear instructional things that are kind of fun to watch and process.
Adam, just on that point that you said that there hasn't been anything from the Australian government, there are a lot of experts that are saying that politicians should get off the stage on this and it should be left to health professionals that we trust to tell us what we should be doing.
It should be up to the politicians to give the health professionals money to get their message across in an effective way. And so they need to be able to do that and tell the people what to do and give people clear instruction, and that's what's missing at the moment.
Matthew, certainly these are better than the Australian public health videos because there are not any, at least until yesterday when a campaign was due to be launched. Is that, in your opinion, a bit of a miss by the government?
Oh, I think it's a huge miss. I said on this program a few weeks ago that I think they needed to come out with an explanation-type video. And when you look at those ones developed for the Asian market, which are more applicable there than here, they're great to have music, they have, as Adam says, good instructions. And when you give people that sort of knowledge, you actually make them feel more empowered and they have more control. And it helps deliver some calmness to it. When people feel like they have some control, it settles things down. And maybe you would have a little bit more toilet paper on the shelves.
Yes, all right. Changing tack now. And the government is trying to sell its careers program, but TV handyman Scott Cam, who's the program's ambassador, has become very defensive about how much taxpayers are forking out for his salary. We'll have a listen.
My management and the government discussed the fee. That's none of your business. That's a commercial arrangement. How that came about is between my management, myself and the government.
I wouldn't say it's not any of my business, but it certainly is taxpayer business. This is taxpayer money.
Well, the amount is taxpayers' business. How that came about, that's my business, because that's what my business is.
Well, a parliamentary committee has been told it's $350,000 for 18 months' work. That's a figure that Mr Cam is not enjoying having to defend. Matthew, do you think he should have to defend it? Or is it up to the government? Well,
I think he shouldn't defend it. I think when he defends it, it sounds terrible. But you remember, this is all about impact. And Scott Cam is a great ambassador for these type of programs. And when people think trades, he's one of those names that come right up top of the list. So I'm not too worried about the money myself, but being defensive about it makes it look bad.
Adam, what about more broadly, you know, this concept of celebrities selling government schemes?
Yeah, I think celebrities selling government schemes is a good idea. The government's got to get their messages across. Maybe Scott Cam could tell us what to do with coronavirus as well. He would be a good communicator to get that message across, and it'll probably be worth more, than what he's doing at the moment.
Adam, if you're the government, just on that, about getting the message across, who would be a good ambassador that the government should be getting on to help with the coronavirus message? Or should it just be more simple than that? Get a doctor?
Either a doctor or a news presenter, a trusted figure in society, somebody who's been around for a long time, somebody who's calm and steady, and with a bit of extra spin, nurturing and caring as well. Somebody the opposite of Scott Morrison. Sorry to say that.
How about Dr. Carl?
Mine will be
Dr.
good.
Carl will be fantastic for this type of thing.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Good suggestion.
And if they can...
bit too irreverent.
Right. Well, if they can make it a bit funny at the same time, then that's going to get everyone's attention too, or a bit quirky in some way. It's a big ask, but we need it now. So let's get busy.
Yeah, and the idea of using celebrities is a really good idea. In that particular thing with Scott Cam, it's just disappointing that he got so defensive. Like, he had the right to make money and get his message across as well, but he handled that particular interview terribly. But, you know, using celebrity to get the message across for what people are doing right now, it's a good idea.
A strange one to finish, guys. We know how social media can grab hold of something and then run with it like it's wildfire. A new type of Puma runners is being mocked for their apparent similarity in look to Adolf Hitler. From his slicked down hair to his moustache over the laces. Matthew, is it difficult? It can be difficult to unsee after you've made this association.
Yeah. Well, perhaps Adolf Hitler with sideburns, so a little bit maybe a 1970s look for him. I think it did make me laugh when I first saw this, when you consider Rudolf Dassler, the founder of Puma. He was noted to be perhaps in the Nazi party, so there was a bit of play there. And even more funny to that was his brother, Adi Dassler, who started Adidas, who's one who may have actually dobbed him into the Allies for being part of the Nazi party. So it's kind of a funny story there.
Well, Adam, it's the first thing that I've seen all of the cameramen in the studio stop and look at all morning. So there's something that, something that's getting people's attention.
Their minds are boggled.
I think it's just nice to have a distraction and talk about something flippant and irreverent, and and thank God that we can still kind of find these quirky little things and start to talk about these, lightens the mood a little bit. So,
Who worked that out?
Need these distractions.
Who worked that out to start with? All right, Matthew and Adam, great to see you both.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We might let you back in the building next week, Adam, if you're good.
It's cold out here.
Yeah, go inside, get a jacket.